Hello friends, today we will discuss under the chapter file handling, writing multiple lines into text file and reading multiple lines from the text file. How to write multiple lines into text file? This is a simple code, just write like a write. Only the change is instead of writing a write function, we just use here write lines function. And instead of passing string only, we have to pass a list here with the write line function. So this is very important. In the function write multiple lines with write lines, we have to pass a parameter as a list only, not as a string. In case of write, we have to pass the parameter as a string, but in case of write lines, we should pass parameter as a list. This is the only difference. Rest is okay. Now, see, the every code is same. Opening of text file into write mode, writing that matter list into file with the function write lines, and then flushing and just closing. Now see how it can be called. Here I'm creating a variable text by passing one space intentionally. Why one space? Because I am just checking the length, and if the length is greater than 0, then the following code will run. Otherwise, stop. So for that purpose, I'm just putting intentionally one space in between two quotes. And another one is data, which is the list, because in function write lines we have to pass a list only. So that's why the list, it is list. Now the loop is started while length text is greater than 0. The first time obviously text length will be greater than 0 because I already entered here one space, so text length will be greater than 0. Then taking input from the user in form of line, and that input is being stored into text, and that text is being appended into the list with /n, that is a new line character /n. So each and every line is being separated by its new line character, and that will be appended into the list. That's a simple code, and this will stop, the line entry will stop until unless we are not pressing simple return enter key without typing any character. Means if you are not typing any character and just pressing the enter key, the text value, the length of text will be 0 and the loop will stop. The condition will false and the loop will stop. Okay, now see how it can be done into programming code. Okay, see, this is the function to write multiple lines, the same as what we saw in PPT. Write multiple lines, and the passing parameter is the list. Just take care, this is the most important, and the rest code is same. Opening the file into write mode. Write line function used instead of write. We have to use write lines. S is important, write lines, because I'm going to write multiple lines. That's why the write lines. And the list is being passed carrying the multiple lines. Then flushing and the closing. The close is a function. Flush is a function. Just see, because of the opening and closing. Even though if we're writing just close file dot close, the Python will not object. But just make a practice to write brackets also, because close is a function. Now run it. Sorry, this is the function I'm going to call here. Rest we'll discuss later on. So this is the function writing lines, multiple lines, and I'm just calling here the same code text having the space in between, so that the loop text should not be without space. So I'm checking the text while text not equal to blank. I'm here not checking anything the length. I'm checking here the text not equal to blank. So here is blank, so this will true, and then the input will run, then append will run, and after that this will call. Okay, now check, run this code. I'm running this code, and this is asking for the enter a line. I'm entering this is my test. Okay, I am testing my code. Okay, let's say only two. And after that, if I want to stop, then just press enter once again without entering any key. So that's okay. So line is already written inside the file. Now check how is it written or not. Let me check and check it here. The file is our file is mydata.txt, and see mydata.txt what I have written. Spelling does not matter. What I have written here on that input, that is being stored with the slash n. Because of slash n, the new line is started from the next line. So the data is already written inside the file. Now, how to read? Now read the file. So reading is different ways. So first I'm using read line, not lines. Read line, it means this will read single line at a time in form of string. Single line at a time in form of string, because read line is there without parameter. So read line, one line at a time. And this loop is speaking that read one by one lines. So one line, then one line, then one line, line by line. And here again text is initialized with a space, so that this condition must be true and the code under the loop will run. So that's the purpose to putting the space here. You can put anything, does not matter. Okay, so now check how this code will run. So read one line function I'm going to call here. So just make it commented first, because writing is not required now. So I'm just commenting it. And read line, I'm just opening the read line here to read the function. It means whatever we written there, the spelling does not matter. What is entered inside the text file, that will be taken by this function and being printed on the screen. Okay, now run. So I'm running, and now this, see, the whatever is written into the text file, that is printed on the screen directly here. So this is because of this code, and this while loop is just checking one by one until unless text is not blank, or sorry, the text is not blank. Now this function read line is taking one by one line in form of a string. That is important. Read line will take input from the text file in form of a string one by one line and printing as it is on the screen. So this is the use of read line. And another one code is read line with passing parameter. So if I'm passing a parameter here, suppose I'm passing parameter 5, it means read line will read each and every data with the group of 5 bytes. So now this will read 5 bytes at a time. It means that each and every time only 5 bytes will be read, and not the whole line, only 5 bytes. So now check it again after writing 5 as a parameter. So the difference is, let's see. Yeah, now the difference is like this. So see here only 5 bytes, T, H, I, 3 byte, space is 1 byte, and this is the I is 5th byte. So overall this is 5 byte. Here is again 5 byte. S is 1 byte, space is 1 byte, my is 2 byte, and one space after my is again 1 byte. So this is 5 byte. Here test is again 5 byte, 4 byte is this, and 1 byte after the test. So this is again slash n. That is again 1 byte. Slash n is the character. That is again 1 byte. So that is the 5 bytes. So same case is here. So it's because space slash n, anything whatever you are writing into text file is a byte, is a character that carries at least 1 byte. So this is the reading of 5 byte. So using this read line, if you are not passing any parameter, it will read whole line at a time in form of a string. But if you are passing any number inside the read line function, it will read that number of bytes from the line, from the text file at a time in form of string. That is the difference between read line with parameter and read line without